Hey guys, Rob Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices here. Now today, we're going to have a look at the MiHIGH Infrared Sauna Blanket. So, this is, as it says there, an infrared sauna in a blanket sleeping bag type contraption. Now, before we jump into this and have a look at this even further, I'd love it so much if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe on this video. Now, with that out of the way, why would you need an infrared sauna blanket? And what advantages, disadvantages, and all that sort of thing would it have over a normal sauna? So, number one, portability. This thing is pretty portable. Like, despite having a big ass box, it's a lot more portable than an infrared sauna. In that too, when we get to it and open it up and have a look, you'll see that it's pretty much the size of a sleeping bag. It only needs a power point and you're good to sauna. Now, is it as effective as an infrared sauna? That one is something that they're not going to really tell you because that'd be defeating the purpose of it, but it is pretty effective from my trial of it. Now, what are some of the benefits that they say about it? They say that you can detoxify faster. So infrared is meant to be more detoxifying than just regular heat or steam. So rather than just sweating out water, you're sweating out some of the toxins that may be lurking in your body. So that can lead to a little bit of weight loss, clearer skin, those sort of things as you're there sweating this stuff out. Now, they claim too that infrared will help you clear your mind, as it allows your body to produce a whole bunch of calming chemicals. So they claim that you'll step out of the blanket feeling healthier, happier, and less stressed. So you'll be able to get a good night's sleep. Now, another big claim is that while you're in this blanket, you will be burning calories. They claim anywhere from 200 to 600 calories per session, and a session's normally an hour. Now, I know from my time in an infrared sauna before, I can lose about 1 kilo in an hour's span. Now, that might just be water weight. This all might be hocus pocus, but it still was a dramatic loss of 1 kilo. So if I did need to lose weight for a competition or anything like that, or to weigh in for something, boom, 1 kilo, great. Now, I know the only other time that I've really lost 1 kilo from training has been running a half marathon, which took me 2.5 hours. So you cut down the time and the amount of stress that you put your body through in that as well. So one thing that people ask about this too is, does it have the same effect? Do you get the whole body thing? Because really your head's outside of the blanket. To which these guys say yes, as the infrared goes through and heats up the whole body. So we'll be putting that to the test as well. So here we are on a bed that's big enough to actually roll this thing out onto. So let's take a look at what's in the box. So here, as you might expect, you have some instructions. Quite easy, read before use type of things, to give you a bit of recommendation of what to do before you use the blanket. Then you have your more in-depth instruction manual, which just goes through the whole process, the health benefits. What else have we got in there? Safety instructions. And what else is in the box? And the specifications. And so the specifications just go through what wattage, how many amps, the timer, what it's set for, your heating dial, and the voltage. And the size of it too. So, let's grab it out and have a bit of a look. And it does come in packaging material. So we have actually taken this out. My mother, who this is actually for, was really, really excited about it all. So we had to get it out beforehand. Okay. So this is our sauna blanket. So here we have our control. Got a simple low, high, little dial on it, a power button, and so the actual bag is made in China, and just a generic little power cord. Okay, so that's how you operate the thing. And so made out of nice PVC sort of material, latex or whatever it is, not quite sure. Peeling that one back. Peeling it open. And we can see that it is all plastic inline. Now I would say that is to help with a bit of the sweat that you will be experiencing in this thing. So yeah, just a closer look. So setup, takedown is quite easy. By the look at that. Now I think I did read somewhere that you do have to let it cool down after use. And so just a shot of the logo there. And then any information there as well. And that is everything that's in the box. So let's get into testing this baby out. Okay, so we have our MiHIGH blanket set out, so our sauna's out. I've got some Netflix going at the moment. I'll just pause that. So here we have our control. So let's go and turn it on. We've got a 6 on there, so we're up on the highest setting. Okay, so we're going to let that one go for about 5 minutes to warm up. So as it's warming up, before I jump on in, I've got a starting weight of 96 kilos, which I tried to record, but the battery for this was flat, and just one of those nights. So, hopefully, given the hour after this is all recorded and whatever else, that will be sorted out and charged up and allow me to take a little video snippet of what the scale says. So reaching in, yeah, you can feel it's already starting to warm up. So I'm just going to leave it for 5 minutes as well, and then we're going to allow ourselves an hour, 45 minutes in this thing. Oh boy, yeah, it's going to be nice and warm. So too, while you're using it, it wants you in, like, exercise clothes. So socks, track pants, jumper, or long sleeve something. Because you're going to sweat. You're going to sweat. And judging by the look of that, yeah, it is nice and warm. So I am going to jump on in and give this thing a whirl. So 96 kilos to start with. Let's see what we come up with in about an hour. Oh yeah, I can feel that warming up beneath my knee there really well. So, oh boy. So, see you on the other side. Well, that was most certainly an experience. Whew. That is hot. That is hot. Okay, so from training tonight, hey, actually, I think if anything, the inflammation's reduced in my ankle. Should have taken a before picture of that, but oh, Jesus. Whew, that was hot. Yeah, there were times where I moved in there and it got a little bit of my back, and yeah, you want something on just even to stop that, because that was so much hotter. I think it would actually give you a burn. That was on the hottest setting. But, whew, boy howdy. Now, I'm going to open this up, air it out. It's off. I'm going to unplug so it doesn't turn itself back on. And I am feeling like I've had a good workout. Okay. Oh, there's a nice little sweat patch there where my neck was. And whoa, yeah, you can feel the heat coming off this thing. So, I will go weigh myself now. Oh, okay. Trying to hide the fact that I'm still in my underwear, but at least I'll put a shirt on. Due to the camera still being a low battery ass having dick bag, couldn't see the scales, but I am sitting at 95 kilos after that. Which, being in a real infrared sauna as well for an hour, that's roughly about the same weight loss that I'd experienced there. I feel pretty depleted at the moment, but I was dehydrated when I got in here anyway from training. So yeah, I'm going to rehydrate and I'll let you know how I'm feeling in the morning. But this was very, very hot. Holy Jesus. If you're interested in it, try it at the lower setting first. Acclimatise to the situation. But wow, it was good. It was good. All up, felt very much like a sauna. An inescapable sauna. So that has been my experience with the MiHIGH Infrared Sauna Blanket. Now this thing isn't exactly cheap. It is about $700 Australian. Or if you go into their website, it should pop up with a little window there so you can save yourself $50. Did I enjoy it? Did I get a good night's sleep afterwards? Yes. And yes, I was amazingly sweaty after trying this thing out. And it was pretty easy to clean up. Like there was, from my clothing, only a little bit of a sweat patch behind the back of my neck, I think it was, that I'd left there. And yeah, you could just wipe that down very easily. So the ease of use and everything like that is good. Now, some of the things that you might be concerned about, yes, it probably would catch fire depending on the surface and everything you're on and bending it, because it is two lots of wires with you in the middle. So I wouldn't recommend trying to use it while sitting up using the computer or anything like that. Laying down seems to be the only way that they recommend using it. And that's okay. But also too, do you have the time to dedicate to that? The 45 minutes to an hour for that? And some of the science from the website's a little bit sketchy. Can you burn that much? Can you, go through that many calories just laying there? That is going to depend on the individual. So there's no hard claim that they can actually make about that one. I know I did lose about a kilo myself while using it, even though I couldn't get video footage of that, being that my secondary camera is out of battery. And even after the hour of watching me there in the blanket, wasn't charged enough to actually take that end measurement as well. It was literally bang on a kilo. But was that all just water weight? Because I was incredibly sweaty. Like you could just about wring the clothes I was wearing out. So there's that to consider as well. Now I know from my experience in a real infrared sauna, I get sweaty like that as well. This is only the first time I've used it and the only time I've used it so far. So I think it's worth giving a go. Worth putting yourself through that for a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 times a week, to see what the benefits are. Will you detoxify? Will you feel better? Will you feel calmer in the mind on a consistent basis? And then do you need to then rely on that as well? They claim that it's low EMF, so radiation shouldn't be a problem with the blanket. But I mean, you are putting yourself in there with coiled wires shooting out infrared and electricity and everything else. So if that's a concern for you, maybe give it a miss. But this is your own thing to use. So if you're on the road a lot and you need to look good or you need to detoxify, maybe it's a good option for you. It just depends on what you're going to use it for, because it's, once again, $700 isn't the cheapest thing in the world. If it does everything it does do, so I'll be doing a follow-up in this in a couple of weeks as well, for both myself and my mum, maybe give it a go. And that's a thing too, if you're regularly going to an infrared sauna, paying whatever amount for that time in there, maybe this works out a little bit cheaper. That's just my word for it. So for the infrared sauna blanket, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Now that's going on a thing of continual use there. So if I was to continually or put this as part of my nightly ritual of doing it an hour before I go to bed, that would be of great benefit. But if it's only going to be used 1 or 2 times, and you know, I can't see myself losing the weight, so it's useless, and I hide it in the cupboard, then I'd quite easily give it about a 4 out of 10. So it's going to be up to your personal usage, which is so hard with all of these recommendations and scores and stuff that you give, is how much are you going to use it, how much is it going to improve your life. I was quite impressed with the heat that it put out. To the amount of actual willpower that it takes to stay in that blanket is going to depend on you as well, because it gets hot, it gets uncomfortable, it's something that you can't escape from because you're in there. Like, I mean, you can obviously escape it, but if you want the full benefit of it for the full time, yeah, it's quite uncomfortable at full heat. But anyway guys, that is the MiHIGH Infrared Sauna Blanket. Please note that this one isn't sponsored, so these are my genuine thoughts of the product. So we didn't reach out to them, didn't do anything at all. So this is just something that piqued our interest. This is something for my mum, who is getting a bit older, her joints start to ache, so we're seeing if this will help lose weight, detoxify, lower her blood pressure, and help with some of the body aches and pains as well. So that's why I'll be doing a follow-up review on that after giving it enough time to check it out. But this is more the unboxing, the initial review, the initial product testing. So it does everything it says on the box so far. But anyway guys, that's it from me. That's it for this video. I'm Rob Murphy, and I'll see you in the next video.